White Fang. This is a new Netflix original animated movie, and it follows White Fang, a half dog, half wolf hybrid, through his life, essentially. So we pick up with White Fang as a puppy who's following around his mom, and then we see as he grows up and he gets adopted by humans, different kinds, good, bad, and we just go throughout his life, essentially. So that's the basic premise of this movie. It's very, very simple. Like I said, it just follows White Fang, this half wolf, half dog, through his life, through his several owners, him growing up in the wild, and then having to become domesticated. And it's visually a very appealing movie. I love the way this movie looks. They went with a like half cel shaded. It looks like almost watercolor type visuals, and it looks very beautiful. A lot of the nature scenes are just gorgeous. They are gorgeous. I love it when they're out in the wild. It just looks beautiful with the snow and everything, the forest, the trees, how the wolf's fur looks. It's very beautiful. The humans are a little off-putting. They look fine as humans, but they don't look as good as the animals or the forest. But this movie is beautifully animated. Like I said, it looks gorgeous and everything flows properly. So I really enjoyed that about this movie. My main concern with this was the plot of the movie. Like I said before, it's a very basic plot. We follow White Fang through his life, and that's really what he's going through. Like it kind of feels like he's just being shuffled around. He doesn't really come off as seeming to have a personality. At first he kind of does, like a little adventurous puppy, but it really just seems that they put him in these different situations so we, the audience, can react and everything like that. And it kind of hurts the movie. There's a lot of good scenes and good points in this movie that you're like, oh, I really enjoy this. But overall, the movie just kind of drags itself along. Like, I was really hoping to enjoy it. Like I said, I really love the visuals. It's beautiful, gorgeous movie, I think. But the story just isn't there. It's not bad. Like, you're not going to watch this and be like, wow, this is a dumb movie, or this is an overly boring movie. There are some boring points, I would say, because like I said, it kind of drags on. And I think they would have fixed those problems if White Fang, the main character of this movie, essentially, had more of a personality. But he's pretty much just this animal, and he doesn't have a personality or really intelligence, so he gets put into situation to situation. When someone becomes his owner, he doesn't have a choice. He doesn't really fight it. He just goes along with whatever the owner says or does to him until someone else comes along and takes him from that owner, which is kind of sad. It's just like, oh, we're supposed to care about this animal, and you kind of do care about him because you see him grow from a puppy to a full-grown dog. But it's hard to really, really deeply care about him when he doesn't have a personality, and it's just like this object that keeps being put into different situations. But that's mostly the negative thing I have about it, that the story just isn't there. Like, I feel like this could have been done as a short, like a 15-minute short. I think someone who's a good director or animator could have just made it his life all the way to the end. But apparently this is based off a novel, an old novel. I've never heard of it. I think it's also called White Fang. From what I looked up, there's also some other animations based on this one. Not very good ones. I've never heard of them. And this was originally made it was created in Spanish. So this is a translation, and Netflix, I guess, purchased it. And the dubbing's really good. They got a few good voice actors, which is something I really liked. Nick Offerman, I think he is, from Parks and Rec. Rashada Jones from Parks and Rec again. So those two, they did a fantastic job, and overall the voice acting was good. There was only like a few side characters who didn't really do a good job, but they only had a couple of lines, so it wasn't a huge deal. And there's plenty of scenes where you just follow White Fang or some other White Fang's wolves or dogs, and there's no real dialogue. No one talks, because this isn't a talking animal movie. White Fang is, like I say, he's an animal. He's just an animal, so he doesn't talk. You don't hear his thoughts or anything. So there's several quiet moments to kind of work for the film. Not silence, but quiet. Like, he'll just be walking around and you go, or little wolf talk or whatever. Not a lot, but it works for the movie. Like I said, for the scenes when they're in nature, it's really beautiful and nice, and it helps make those scenes better and more realistic, I guess. But overall, the plot wasn't there for me. I thought the movie looked good. It was well animated. There were some scenes that I did enjoy, but the story makes the movie. You know, this could have been the greatest animated movie ever of all time. But without a good story, it doesn't really matter, you know. So I give this movie a 7 out of 10. A 7 out of 10 isn't bad. I would say this movie is more mediocre than bad. Like I said, I don't think the plot was there, but it wasn't bad. There was plenty of good scenes. It was very interesting, if not somewhat predictable. But I did enjoy it for the most part. So, like I said, 7 out of 10. More of a mediocre movie than a bad movie. Because I don't want to call it a bad movie. Visually, animation-wise, gorgeous. Story, very mediocre and predictable, I guess, like I would say. So, that's pretty much it. You can catch this movie on Netflix. It's out there right now. It came out a few days ago. I just found out about it, and I had to watch it. Like I said, it wasn't the best movie, but I'm glad I watched it. I love the animation. I'm a big animation fan. Like, I would recommend this movie to animation fans so they can check out the visuals. And if you like animals, I guess, not the talking variety, but just if you want to see an animal kind of live its life, I would recommend this movie. So, 7 out of 10, not bad, not a bad movie, average movie. So if you watch this movie, what did you think of it? Did you think it was bad? Did you love it? You know, did you like the visuals? Did you hate them? Let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you for watching, like and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace out. Hey, if you like this video, we have several other awesome videos you can check out. And again, thanks for watching.